Work it till it's gone. Join me today to make these 8 cute little cards. In today's video, I am going to make some cards, actually, some greeting cards, using one of my recent kits. This is available in Ko-fi and also my Facebook freebies. So I have these 8 images. I have 8 of these tiny envelopes. I got these at Hobby Lobby. Where is my ruler? For goodness sake. I can't find my ruler. Okay, I'll use a big one. So, they measure 3 5/8 by 5 1/8. Odd size. I also have these, they're called archival clear poly sheets. And I got these from clearbags.com. They are acetate sheets. They're sturdy. They're on the sturdy side. If you don't have these, don't go out and get these. Just use whatever acetate. Oh, you cannot see my reflection. Use whatever acetate you have, or vellum. These measure 3 11/16 by 5 1/8, and they are the perfect size for these little envelopes. I will have to do a tiny bit of trimming, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use these. I have 8 of these little brown paper bags, and they measure 3 1/8 by 6 1/8. I also have some foam dots, foam adhesive, little squares or whatever these are. And then I have the ephemera packs, the cut aparts, the fussy cuts, all that stuff. Oh, and I also have 2 sheets of cardstock. These are just from my stash. I have a purple. These are the closest colors I could get to match these. I have a purple and a teal. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to my channel. This is Rachel from Journals Reimagined. This is the beginning of a new series called Work It Till It's Gone. And I intend to use my purple teal kit until I have no more printables left. I get overwhelmed by my own kits sometimes because I like to make them very large so that I have a ton of options. I love to have a lot of options. I just don't always know what to do with all of it. So I'm gonna help you work it till it's gone, and hopefully you'll make some projects along with me. And so, yay! I don't have a plan. I just kind of know what I want to do. So this is going to be part of the card. This is going to be the hinge of the card. Ooh. I think I want to add a piece of acetate as the front cover of the card. If I could get one out. They kind of stick together a teeny bit, but you can use packaging. You could use vellum would be beautiful. Anything. You don't even have to make it see-through. It's totally fine. And so this is my idea. I want to attach this to the front. Not sure if I want to attach it to the front of the flap or the back of the flap. I do know that I need to hide the adhesive, however I choose to do that. And then I want the focal image. I might use this flap as a design feature though, because I think it's cute. And then if I want, I can add a piece of cardstock behind it, behind the acetate, so then it would conceal the adhesive from gluing the acetate to the envelope, and then on the back side it'll be covered up as well. Oh, isn't that exciting? So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I have a ton of these envelopes, so I want to try something. I am going to use this punch. It's like the notebook ream punch. I'm going to see what this will look like. So I'm going to center it first as best as I can. And then if you haven't used edge punches before, you just line up the holes with the diagram on the base of the punch. Line the holes up, and then you punch. And then you have to let go, like that. Let's pull this little piece that didn't come out. Ugh. Let's cut it, shall we? We'll cut it. Okay. And then line them up on this side of the punch. I've had this punch forever. I have seen it on Amazon. It's made by EK Success. You should still be able to find this punch if you want it, or use a punch that you already have. So I'm going to put this on here. Oops, wrong way. Ding-a-ling. Put this on here. And put this here. And then we will cover this back side up with a piece of cardstock, right? Is that what we decided? I believe so. So first, I want to make sure that this acetate piece is the right size. So what did I say this was? Three and 5/8. 3 and 5. It's just under 3 and 5/8. I'm going to do 3.5 and see how that goes. I'm going to use my cute little mini trimmer, and this better work for me. Sometimes it's not always cooperative. So I am cutting off just barely anything. That's about like 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so this will get attached, and see, look, it's the right height. And so I'm gonna attach this. Now, I want it to be on the edge, right? You want it to go to the edge. So hold this down, hold it, put it straight. Okay. And I'm gonna use, I'll just use my Barely Arts glue. Okay. Again, line this up. Put a bead of glue on the edge of the acetate. Don't put it in a straight line. No, I'm just joking, because I can't. Okay, and then you're gonna hold this down until it catches. Oh, these are gonna be cute, I hope. I have not made cards since I left Stampin' Up. Oh gosh, how many years ago was that? Probably 4 or 5. I don't even know. It's been a long, long time. Where's my burnt? Oh, here it is. Okay. Ta-da-da-da-da! Yay! You can also, if you want to dig out your sewing machine, you can also sew the acetate onto this front flap. Okay, now we have to attach this thing to the front. Should I just make a mark or should I just measure it? I think I shall just make a mark. So I'm gonna cut just inside these pencil marks, meaning the left side, and stay still. Hopefully you don't see my hair. Like that. Okay. Now okay. So that will go in there like this. Now, first I want to ink this. I think I want to put a little bit of ink on the purple cardstock, just on the edges. Probably have plenty of ink on here already. This is Distress Ink and Vintage Photo. I'm just doing very lightly just on the edges. So I'm just inking up the edges. Decided to speed this part up. And then I decided I'm going to ink this envelope, and I'm okay with not inking the front flap. It'll be fine. It'll be mostly covered anyway. Like that. Put my hand here. And we're going to put glue on the edge of the cardstock. Like so. Now everything lines up and it looks so cute. I love this little mini size. It's super cute. Aww, look at that. Isn't it cute? See? And now all of your adhesive is hidden. And now I'm going to put this on the front. Nope, not going to do that yet. I am going to... Do I want to use a bag? I'd have to cut the bottom off. Nah, I don't want to use the bag. You know what would be cute is if you could attach the bag to the back of the cart. Nah, never mind. That's stupid. What do I want to do? Do I want to line this with some of the background papers? This one is good. Now, so I'm going to cut this to the height of the envelope. Alright, so I am going to make a pencil mark so I can know where to cut this. And I'm also going to cut off the little jaggedy edge because it doesn't look very nice. First we're going to trace the opening onto this coffee dyed sheet, and there I go, cutting off that little fringe. And now I'm going to cut out the opening. I have so much footage that I needed to speed things up and erase any pencil marks and just eyeballing this. It's so cute. And now we're gonna just ink the edges. This is Vintage Photo Distress ink. Gonna just dry fitting it right now. And then I'm going to glue it with my Barely Arts glue. I'm holding it in place with my left hand and then just lifting the edges and then just putting glue in while holding that in place. Here I'm just picking which image I want for the front, and I'm also cutting apart all of these little die cut thingies that I want to use, or that I think I'm going to use. Wow, one piece of paper. That's exciting. All right. I don't know. I don't want to get up and get my punches, so I'm just going to cut this out. I am going to chop off his antennae, so I'll let him keep his little pointy bits. These little doodads right here that I could just easily chop off. So now I'm going to glue my butterflies together. I'm just putting a little bit of glue right on the center of the butterflies to layer them up and let them dry before you kind of mess with it. And then I'm just going to lift his wings, bend them up a little. Then, to make sure that it stays elevated, I am going to put some foam in between the wings and actually, let's stick it on the back of the wing. Once you have your layout figured out, I mean, you can do these quickly. You can, mass make these. But like I said, I did not have a clue what I wanted to do, so I just had an idea. And I'm so glad it works. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut one of these in half. Ta-da! So see? Look how cute that is. From the front, you can't see them. But if you're looking at it like this and you lift the wings and you're like, oh, what are those things? Yeah, don't touch it. Just leave it alone. And I see this and it's bothering me because it's not smooth. A little better. Okay, so now we're going to open this up and do I want this here or do I want this here? I think I do want to layer this up a little bit, so I'm just going to get some scraps. I just have some packing paper. So now I'm just looking for things to layer on the right side of this card. Getting some coffee dyed paper, messing with this punch again, which on very thin paper, this punch does not work very well. And I thought I was going to do some of that coffee dyed paper, but I decided I want to use a ticket instead, which I think will look really cute layered up. I don't know. This might not work out for me, but I really like this little applique thing. It came on a larger, like a long strip of these all together. It's so pretty. Let's see, how can I stick this together? I think I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna hold the layers together. I'm gonna start from the back, glue this piece down, and then I'm gonna glue my ticket down. And then I'm gonna get my, let's get some fabric glue. So I glued these three pieces together and I still wanted something under that. So what I did was I took a piece of dictionary page. I think this is in German. I ripped around the edges and I inked the edges, and then I put it in the pocket and I traced around the opening and then cut that out. So now it matches the opening, and then I will tuck in a journal card, which I will back with something to make it thicker. But for right now, I'm gonna hold this in place and then I'm gonna take my glue and I'm gonna glue this down. Okie dokie, so I found this piece of craft cardstock. It matches the color of the envelope because I got them from the same place, Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to glue this journal card It looks like it's black in the camera, but it's not black. It's purple. So I'm going to glue him down. I cut the cardstock down so this journal card measures 3 by 4.5. The cardstock is 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. So that allows 1/8 of an inch on all 4 sides. Just like that. And then I will put a note either on the back of this, like that. Oh, it's so cute. Do you like it? I love this. I love it. Okay, so now that I have a layout in mind, I can make the rest of them so I can have a set. Okay, we're back. I went ahead and inked most of the pieces so I can just quickly put these together. I've also cut out several butterflies, inked those, the little circles. I've cut the acetate sheets, and I have my journal cards ready to go. So let's knock this out, shall we? It's a long video. You'll have to let me know in the comments if this was helpful for you, or if, let me fix this here, if you are just not interested in something this long. I mean, I'll do what you like. Oh, I didn't even turn the light on. What a ding-a-ling. How's that? Is that better? Okay. I may speed this up so that you can just see the assembly. If I make any changes, I will come back and tell you what I'm doing. What I'm doing now is just I'm flipping all of these focal images over so that I can go ahead and add all of the foam dots to all of them and then have them ready to go. And now I'm adding the little foam adhesive to the butterflies. I'm cutting the bigger pieces in half and then just applying them to the back. Now these circles, you could use fun foam. Just cut a little circle of fun foam and adhere it to the backs. So now this is the assembly line process. I'm gluing all of the acetate to all of the envelopes. And now I am gluing all of the cardstock to the envelopes. It's much quicker to assembly line things when, everything is already put together. So now I'm going to put my focal image on the front, add my little circle, add my butterflies. You just want to add a tiny little bead of glue to the body and let them dry before you mess with the foam adhesive on the back. So I'm just going to put all of these together, and then I'm going to do all of the butterflies first, let all of it dry. And while those were drying, I cut out some of these little labels and words. I thought I was going to use them. All right, so this is how my cards turned out, and I really like them. This was a really fun project to do. The size of these journal cards are perfect for card fronts, and I mean, you don't have to use them on cards. You could use them on front covers of journals. Don't pay attention to those. I thought I was going to use those, but I'm not going to. You could use these on covers of journals. You could use these as a floating pocket in a journal. You can attach them to a journal page by putting glue here like this, leaving this space open so that when you glue it down in your book, this becomes another pocket. Yeah, so that would be really cute as a like a flip out pocket kind of thing. Or you can just paper clip them to the edge of a page, and you don't have to make cards. There are so many things that you can do with these journal cards. So I hope that you enjoyed this process, and I apologize for the length. You you you'd be surprised at how much I cut out of my footage. I had so much footage. But so anyways, here are my cards. They're so pretty. I hope you guys give this a try, and I hope that you join me for project 2 coming soon. Thanks. Bye. Have a wonderful day.